All right, coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts with respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists. This guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Well, it's always tough when you draw that high-level wrestler who has a lifetime of experience in a one-on-one competitive situation. Prevailing wisdom is he'll have the wrestling advantage in this one time.
As his dad said, the moment he introduced him to the sport, he knew that he... You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It'll be interesting to see how long.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, that's a good right hand.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking the strikes up top.
Oh, now going to the judo throw, and he ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he's going to go ground and pound, or he can chase submission.
Both fighters back to their feet now. And they separate. Huge strike lands there. His opponent stayed up.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Just out of the range with that right hand. All right, he engages in a single collar tie. And now he engages in a Muay Thai clip. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head. Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
And he's out. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Tito's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Now he's got the Muay Thai plug. Now, oh, and a quick entry.
Great single entry, rotates the high punch, taking for a ride.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in the submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
So he probably lost that round.
All right, let's get to a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
Round 2 underway.
That's a big strike right there.
Oh, huge block.
Big punch from the clinch. Another good stick to the head.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Posturing up now.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Huge knee lands from close.
Tags him with the uppercut. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position? Oh, that's a nice strike.
To the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that. Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Gets up again here, but hurting. Well, a really good second round for him thus far after a somewhat lackluster first round. He has found the rhythm. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Some nice back and forth action here. Looked like it did stun him a little bit. Quick level change.
Oh, he went single. Rotate head outside. This dude's going for a ride.
Back to the feet. Whoa! Nice. Right up the gut. Right up. He was in trouble now.
They say the straights are the ones that get theirs first, and it got right from the front.
That'll do it.
What a fight.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught. He wanted to make sure he kept the judges out of the equation. Mission accomplished on that front as he gets the TKO victory here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 2. Playing the winner by knockout, Nurmagomedov.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the...
Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout. All All right, so another big spot for this high-level wrestler here tonight, and the opposition knows what's coming, but more often than not in the UFC, they've been unable to stop.
It's because since a little boy, he spent his life on the wrestling mats. And even though you start to prepare for it late, you cannot match his ability to train, his ability to focus, the idea that once he gets a hold of you.
You ready?
So here we go. Round one is underway. Very compelling matchup for fight fans around the world. And it'll be very interesting to see how soon the grappler goes for the takedown.
Well, he's going to try to get the takedown right away. But when he shoots that shot, when he changes that level, he is going to be shooting into a guy that truly understands all aspects of mixed martial arts. I'm wondering how, if his first shot doesn't work, does he approach trying to get this fight to the ground? Nice.
Bleeding from his cheek now. While the champ Volkanovski continues to keep his opponent guessing. All right, going for the early takedown, and he gets it. So no surprise he wanted to get this fight to the ground.
Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Oh, nice. Now he falls back into the finishing position. The moment he got the arm straight, he got the pressure with his hips to force his opponent to tap, and he wins the fight. He's done, he's done.
Yeah, that is some high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu right there. Just the way he transitioned to secure the arm up against his body and ultimately force the tap. High-level stuff out of that young man here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. His opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 44 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Islam.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just a win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
All right, coming up next, it's a lightweight bout between Justin Gaethje and Khabib Nurmagomedov. All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov. And this guy makes his way to the octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening. Although he spoke no English, he was always listening and paying attention to try to learn and how to improve himself. And the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just...
You ready?
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Close guard. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. KG gets caught with that punch. Well, Javier Mendez, Tony Johnson, all the guys at AKA, gotta like what they're seeing out of Khabib Nurmagomedov striking here early, DC. Blocks the shot. Nice straight right lands. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate.
Able to land a looping right.
Fantastic.
Nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he mean?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. Great punch landed with so much power.
In-fight numbers for you now. 29 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively.
Nurmagomedov gets the takedown there. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes. Oh, now he's in trouble.
And that will do it.
He's done, he's done. What a fight.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 37 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent.
All right, coming up next, we get to this lightweight tilt between Dustin the Diamond Poirier and Khabib Nurmagomedov. Well, when you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight.
He does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. And when they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong. He's so physical. In the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov striking. And we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold you down. He can't hold me down, but it's okay. Sure. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
So you got Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning. You got Daniel Cormier, the two-division UFC champion. But now Dustin Poirier, on the strength of a UFC interim lightweight title, has a key to the city of Lafayette, and he will try to add to his significant legacy in this spot here tonight. The king of Lafayette, Dustin Poirier, he loves that city, and he embodies everything that the city stands for. Yeah. He's tough. He's durable. He's a guy that is looking for a fight, and in the fight with Max Holloway to win the title, you saw that he's willing to go through anything to accomplish his goals. A truly special athlete is Dustin Poirier. And it's amazing to think where he was after that knockout loss to Michael Johnson in a main event in Hidalgo, Texas in 2016. Refocused, rededicated himself, and was able to produce a UFC title. All eyes on Dustin Poirier as he gets back on the famed canvas here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a grappler holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 29 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we go, round 1 of this highly anticipated tilt between the strong striker and the decorated grappler. Any chance that these guys mix it up, or are you just expecting them to stick to a battle to the dance?
I'm expecting a pretty straightforward approach from both of these fighters. The striker...
Whoa! Oh, he might be out.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Punch is blocked. Trying to find a home for that right hand. And he gets the takedown.
He gets the takedown and falls right into side control. Exactly where he wants to be.
Nurmagomedov's has got full mount now. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Beautiful diving strike lands. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Lands with the right hand. Just misses there with the left.
Keep your hands up, check your face, keep moving.
try to establish that jab. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt. Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right? That's because the opponent is in there deep. There you go. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. So a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 44 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight. But he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.
All right, coming up next, it's a lightweight bout between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor. All right, so here he is, DC, the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, former two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor, and a lot of people thought maybe he wouldn't come back to the proving ground. He's got a lot to prove when it comes to his MMA legacy, and as such, McGregor returns to the octagon here tonight.
When you talk about Conor McGregor, you're talking about a star that transcends mixed martial arts. We've seen a lot of people come and go, but no one has ever reached the level of Conor McGregor. And you think he's just a talker. No, there is a ton of substance to everything that he does. From the moment he stepped into the octagon, he said what he was going to do, and he eventually did it. From knocking guys out left and right to becoming a two-division champion, knocked out Jose Aldo, knocked out Eddie Alvarez. There's just too much to say about the Notorious.
And I'm glad you put it that way, because he is this larger-than-life character, and I think at times people lose sight of just how skilled a martial artist this is. Elite striker, tremendous distance management. Few move better on the feet than Conor McGregor, and he'll look to put those striking skills to good use yet again tonight as Conor McGregor returns here. All right, here he is, DC. In my mind, this is the most dominant force in the MMA game today. The undisputed UFC lightweight champion, your AKA teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, and for Khabib, it's the well-rounded skill set that has propelled him to one of the longest undefeated mixed martial arts history. No missteps, No mistakes, no underestimation of opponents. Always prepared, always ready to go, and he can rely on the coaching he gets, also on the ability that he has to carry him to victory time and time again. Wrestling, sambo, jiu-jitsu, striking. The guy has it all.
I know you listed striking last, but your head coach, Javier Mendez, says sometimes he's going southpaw in training. We haven't seen just how good a striker he is. We saw shades in the McGregor fight.
Yes.
But not complete.
But technically, he has so many skills that he has not even displayed to the MMA community yet.
All right, another big spot for Khabib Nurmagomedov here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. McGregor is 1 year his senior. Nurmagomedov is 1 inch taller. McGregor will have a 4-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And when the action begins, I'll let you in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so the rematch is upon us. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Gotta think both sides might change some things up here in advance of this second meeting.
You have to make adjustments if you're going to be successful in a rematch. No 2 fights are the same, so you have to approach it as if you guys have never fought before. I know the Nurmagomedov camp has made adjustments.
Oh, nice takedown defense. That double leg attempt looked like it might be good. He wasn't having it. And they separate. All right, first round is underway here. We say in mixed martial arts, it's one thing to have the reach advantage. It's another thing to use it. We'll see if he can get that jab going tonight.
He has got to fight tall. He's got to stay at range, use his length to give his opponent problems, trying to bring the fight into a closer distance.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Recovery, man, right back to his feet. That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. And Khabib lands early and he lands often.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. McGregor gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. Trying to find a home for that right hand.
That was a thudding leg kick.
Oh, nice pop there from the crowd as he finally gets the takedown. He stayed committed to the offensive wrestling, and now he has his opponent where he wants.
A sigh of relief from the people watching, because they were tired of watching him flail around, trying to get takedowns and get defended over and over again. Finally gets it. Now what does he do with the top of the ring?
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes.
Close guard. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
1 minute to go in the round. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down, cut him, take it down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
McGregor gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. All right, so he's landed some good shots. All right, so a high-amplitude double-leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hip, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here.
He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
Getting tighter. There is the tap. So he submits courtesy of the rear naked choke. That guy's got a squeeze on him.
He does a great job securing the position, getting under the neck, and then hiding his hands in order to get the finish. Fantastic performance by this fighter. He got him! What a fight!
Well, you can tell he has been working hard on his submissions in his training camp. That was a near-perfect setup on that choke. Sunk it in deep, and the opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep. He chose to tap out. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout. All right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future in all likelihood is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10 155-pound fighter.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see. is the best the business has to offer.
Yeah.
And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy.
Right.
I understand that. But when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon. And it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers.
Yes.
How about 15 million? You got some catching up.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC, the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Arman Ahalkalakis Zarukian! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
So here we go, round 1 is underway, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he understood the grappling challenge he was up against. He's not afraid to engage on the ground, Tom.
It's a danger that is not worth risking. It is something that you don't want to play with. This grappler is that good. When this fight gets to the ground, you enter his world, especially when it looks like you hold the advantage on the feet.
The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean,
He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing.
So he submits him with the armbar. How about that?
Great job, great performance.
Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for